So there seems to be a missed opportunity, or you're focusing on your missed cup when you have all of these other cups. Not a missed opportunity, but it's a missed opportunity because you're focusing on the missed cups and not actually focusing on the potential for emotional fulfillment, the other cups. For you, there's a sense of justice, of things coming into balance, of things coming into light or right. It is justice is all about creating a balance with the sword of truth, with the sword of knowledge. So I'm getting, Sagittarius, that there's something that's going to come into balance, that is either going to come into light in regards to the truth, in regards to creating a balance in the system, in regards to creating a balance in a court decision. Justice also has to do with like court decisions that need to be made. Or arguments potentially in the court, or just legal issues that will balance out in the end. This can also signify that there's some aspect that you have this air energy in January 2025, or there needs to be this balance aspect. But it's a balancing of the truth, a balancing of the system, not that one way is better than the other, but it's to create correlation where each part weighs out the other, in which they weigh the same. So it's not a right or wrong. And the original Justice tarot symbolism, it actually has her blindfolded, because when we're given the chance of justice doesn't look at physical realm. It doesn't create favoritism. It's the sword of truth that makes a decision of what needs to outweigh the other in order to create balance in the system. So this is what's coming up for you, Sagittarius, as the first card in regards to January 2025. There's like a balancing act, but also this sword also kind of looks like a candle, like it's like this enlightenment, this North Star. So you have to consider that sometimes justice actually means that something being fair might mean that balancing out the system, you might feel that it's unfair for you. But the whole point of justice is the truth. The sword of truth doesn't pick favorites. It's not outweighed by opinion. It's outweighed by truth. It's outweighed by honesty. It's outweighed by transparency. It's outweighed by facts. What is as it is. And I would say that in regards to the Five of Cups that we saw at the back of the deck, I would say that by focusing on the lesson could be for this month is that to not focus on the spilled over cups, focusing on the cups that are already filled. So don't focus on the missed emotional opportunities for you. Focus on what is, in order to balance out the scales. And the scales will be balanced out once you're not focusing on what you can't change, the missed cups. You can't put the fluid back into the cup. You have to accept it is, and why not look at the cups that are already full, that can fulfill you. Essentially, you're not even looking at the cups themselves that are being provided for you. And even in the traditional tarot, the individual is being provided a cup and he's looking away. He's unsatisfied even when the universe is giving them their cup. And the Four of Cups here is telling us that it's not about what's offered to you, but listening to yourself, listening to your own guidance in order to fulfill yourself, or not looking outside of yourself to be emotionally fulfilled, of the cups that are offered to you to be emotionally fulfilled, but looking inside yourself to fulfill. You are the cup. And we have the High Priestess, so that's listening to your own intuition, to your own knowledge. And the Four of Cups, it's not, if you're so unsatisfied with your outside world, look inside yourself, because oftentimes what's within is without. What's above is below. What's outside of us is within. So if you're unsatisfied what's outside of you, your reality, then that signifies to you subconsciously you're unsatisfied inside. There's something inside of you that you need to recollect, create a balance to your system, and that could be your chakra system. If you're unsatisfied with the opportunities, emotional opportunities that are provided for you, where the universe is offering you, is this cup enough? Oh, is this cup enough? Oh, is this? And you're constantly saying no, 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 and you're unsatisfied. That is your own unsatisfaction, and not the fact that your environment isn't providing you the opportunities, because your environment is providing you the opportunities. You're by water. And that's something else. Like, you're by water. You don't need cups to be filled up cups. You don't need people to come offer you cups of water when you have this vast ocean behind you to fulfill you, this vastness of emotion fulfillment from the universe, from the cosmic nature of Mother Gaia. Okay? There's something inside you that needs to die. There's some sort of transformation that you need to surrender to death. Here we have the Two of Swords, so there is a choice, and like I said before in regards to the justice provides a balance to the system, but blindfolds her. So it is the sword of truth, the sword of honesty, the sword of transparency that makes a decision. It's not a human bias. In the same way that there's a Two of Swords here, we see a choice. That choice needs to be made from your heart by tapping into your own fulfillment, by tapping into your own heart. And you see the flower placement, it is the heart chakra, it is the sacral or solar plexus chakra, and it is the root chakra. So I'm getting that you really need to balance your systems and focusing on balance, not looking outside. If you're unsatisfied with the fulfillments or the offerings outside of you, then that showcases that there is something within you that you need to create a balance of. And so it will be a choice that you will need to come forward from your intuition. So coming from the Two of Swords, which into the Three of Cups, you have to make a choice in order to get into the Three of Cups of celebration and coming together socially with loved ones and celebrating and enjoying your fruition, enjoying the happiness with others and sharing that happiness with others. But it comes through by tapping into your own system, and that comes from balancing your own system, a sense of balance. Once you tap into balancing your own system, that is when you open to higher self, which connects you to making a choice that is rightful, that is connected to your heart, that is connected to your higher consciousness, to your higher self. So let's see what this Two of Swords choice is. What is this choice with the Two of Swords? Seven of Wands. This choice has to do with challenges, competition, feeling like you have no time to rest. Your body is weak, but your spirit is willing, and to not give up, stand your ground, protect, defend yourself. Do you have the energy to go another round? The choice has to do with a wounding, and here there's a wounding and an exasperation, but an angel comes in, and this could potentially be your higher self. Spiritual, while your physical realm is exhausted, your spiritual realm is helping you to guide. And so that's why it's so important to connect to your body, to your higher self, to your high priestess, which taps into your inner guidance and taps into the higher consciousness. So then your body, your mind, your soul is connected to a higher consciousness, to your third chakra, to your mind. Your mind opens up, and it's a higher knowledge to providing that balance in your system. So the Star, this is about healing. So this can be about your own wounding. You're feeling exasperated, you're taking on too much, you need a break. So listening to your body, and this could be a time of spiritual healing, you taking a break. The Star tells you that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, that there's a period of darkness or challenges that are coming to an end. And so this is something that dreams are coming true. You have something to look forward to. The Fool, this is a new opportunity. This new opportunity could come from disappointment, having to walk away from something that was built up and doesn't satisfy you anymore. It's moving on, it's abandoning a situation that doesn't nourish you, and that is that Four of Cups. And I feel that once you do walk away, once you do make the choice to walk away and look within to be satisfied, that is when you will finally get that emotional nurturing that you want. Because the Star is about healing, and so I feel like you're gonna be going through a spiritual healing. That's going to be a new opportunity for a new chapter in your life, potential for new growth and nourishment, and a freedom to explore a new side of you that wasn't developed before. So you're being led to that. What is this Four of Cups? Curious not. You're not seeing that things are changing. You're not seeing the shift. So the Four of Cups could be that you're not willing to make that shift. And you're still clinging on to the past potential, clinging on to a missed opportunity that can't be fulfilled anymore. So you're not seeing that a change is happening, a change needs to occur, and that's the Death. A shift is happening for you that you need to accept. The Wheel of Fortune is about something that is fated to be for you. It's basically a sudden change in fortune, which could be meaning if you're in good fortune, you're in the detriment. If you're in bad fortune, you become rich. But the thing about the Wheel of Fortune is that it's not permanent. It keeps changing. It's like a cycle. It's like a wheel that keeps moving. And it's like when we're feeling energy and it's just persisting through that energy because we know it's going to shift. We know it's going to change. So it's a turning point in your life when you just gotta let that energy move forward to bring you into a new opportunity. While you are in this dissatisfaction, it's just moving through that energy by tapping into your own intuition, which could be just grounding yourself, connecting to your body. The Wheel of Fortune is basically a rise and fall. And I know a lot of people interpret the Wheel of Fortune as you're getting rich or a sudden change in fortune. But it can be if you're on the top, the wheel's turning, so you're going to be at the bottom. But the whole factor is that it is temporary. So the rich have the opportunity to be poor, and then the poor have the opportunity to be rich. And it's a cycle of everyone's experiencing these changes. The cycle of movement, and what goes up must come down is the lesson of the Wheel of Fortune. What is Sagittarius not focusing on? Ace of Wands. You could potentially not be focusing on new beginnings. It's an opportunity. It's a new inspiration. It's a new possibility. It's an adventure. It's a quest. It's start of a new project or endeavor or a new professional goal or venture, but you're not seeing it because your Four of Cups is all about like, no, whatever cup you're showing me, I'm not going to look at it. I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm not gonna accept what the universe is showing me, because it's a sense of like blind dissatisfaction what's outside of you, or it's intuition of looking within you to get that satisfaction that you want that can't be satisfied outside of you. Basically, what you're avoiding, Sagittarius, in regards to the Four of Cups is there's a shift that's happening naturally for you and you're not willing to accept it. And it's a spiritual healing opportunity. And again, different deck, but we still get the High Priestess, which is about intuition, trusting your higher power, connecting and trusting to your inner voice, connection to the divine and spirituality, which we see here. The Seven of Wands, you're deprived, you're tired out, you're exhausted, but there's still this essence of a guide or a spiritual realm which is pulling you out of it, which is light at the end of the tunnel, a destiny. In regards to the Wheel of Fortune, your energies are shifting, something is shifting within you. that you really need to accept the death of something, the ending of something. So the star, it's actually about your destiny. It's something that's come through healing, is sometimes when we find our destiny or wisdom or inspiration or a hope